Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Atul. I'm working with the Tally Solutions. So today we came up with the payroll session that how to manage payroll in the Tally Prime. So I'll share with you that what are the things we are going to complete in that. Okay. Okay. So here you can see that what are the agenda. So our agenda is employee profile, how to manage the employee profile and the employee of the passport, visa, and MSID, insurance expiry, all those particular things you want to manage. So those particular reporting also you will get it. Okay, this particular the passport or visa is going to expire on this particular date. Automatic salary calculation, because most of you maybe you are using this that Excel file to manage the all the salary calculation and also, but here that if you are using the Tally Prime and if you are using the payroll features of the Tally, then definitely Tally will calculate automatically according to the salary defined, the pay heads which you have defined already. So attendance management, like every month you are putting the attendance, so attendance also will calculate manually. That automatically it will get calculated once you will mention, okay, this is the total days presented, absent, and overtime, whatever it is. And salary processing department wise, if you have the multiple department like sales, admin, accounts, so in this case it will calculate accordingly. So you can calculate salary according to department wise. Overtime calculation, I told that once you will mention, okay, this is that this person was did that, okay, these many hours completed for the overtime, so hour wise the overtime will get calculated. Simplify, but pay sheet end of the day, end of the month, you want to see that what is the pay sheet and the attendance report, the employee wise upon attendance report, so those particular things is given, and the SIF report. End of the month you are generating the salary and you are submitting the SIF report. So SIF report is getting generated from the Tally itself. Okay, so first of all we'll see the key pillars which we have in the Tally. So simplify the simplest. You can see the interface will show you that how it's simple. If you are using Telegram, then definitely you are aware that how the Telegram looks like, and greater flexibility, like you can open multiple windows at the same time, fresh look and feel you have seen. And the report save view which we have given, the and each and every report, if you're using the Teleprime, then you will see that, okay, you have the save view in all the reports. And optimize Tally reports in browser, you can optimize Tally reporting in the browser if you're traveling somewhere and if you want to access all the reporting. So that particular reporting also is given in the mobile, that you can access all particular reports. Here you can see main features of the Tally Prime, which is go to stage 2, where you can do the multiple tasking work, custom report save, like you can customize your report by yourself, like you can add up the new features, you can remove the features. So that particular things you can customize the report and you can save it. Exception report, where you can see the negative stock and other reports as well. The change view which we have given, the change view we have given for the checking, like if you are looking that stock analysis, stock aging analysis, and the monthly report. So those particular things we have given. The basis of values which we have given, basis of values is given for change of valuation method of the stock. Shortcut keys is very simple. Like previously you were using Control Alt C and Control Alt V to the copy and paste. Here you can use Control C and Control V to copy and paste. So it's normal. So other key shortcut keys also is there. And access Tally in the browser. If you have the valid TSS of the Tally and you are on latest edition, that you can access all the report over the mobile and any device, like it's on the browser. Okay, so I'll show you that what are the changes is there.
At Tally, we aspire to give you the best in technology to simplify your life, enhance your efficiency, and help you grow. Tally Prime does exactly this. A brand new business management software that handles the needs of your business in the best possible way. The latest release of Tally Prime brings you the best personalized reports viewing experience, the best experience of accessing your data while on the move, and a lot more. Tally Prime comes with a whole host of reports, which gives you deep insights about your business so you can take informed decisions. In the latest release, these reports have become more powerful and personalized. You now have the ability to not only customize your preferred view, but also save the view and access it instantly the same way every time. This just means that reports in the product become truly yours. And you can save precious time and effort. You can also share your preferred view with others, so they can see the reports exactly how you want them to see it. And talking of seeing reports the way you want, Tally Prime now gives you a great experience while accessing your data on the move. No matter which way you prefer looking at your report or whichever report you want to see, it adapts completely and just works the way you want it to. That's not all. There are a whole host of experiences in the product, which will help you do more and get more out of the product. So why settle for good when you can get the best? Tally Prime, the best your business can get. Upgrade now from tallysolutions.com.
So I hope you like it, and in this you have seen that what are the new features we have came up in this. And if you are using the Tally ERP9, I'll request to everyone, please upgrade to the Tally Prime, so you will get the latest features and upcoming features as well. So main thing that what we are expecting from this session. So the first of all, the before the session, now employee profile not maintained. So in the most of the businesses, the employee profile is not maintaining properly, or they have the multiple places like in OneDrive, then in another location they have put it a different database. The time consuming, like you are calculating manually the salary in terms of the Excel and all. So it's very time consuming that you are putting the formulas and all. And history of employee pay sheet including statutory. So it's very difficult to manage, and manual Excel data processing of SIF report. Okay. So now after this session, you will be able to understand that all required aspect with the bank and other personal information with single click means you will see the employee profile in single click, the complete information you will get it. Salary processing in 1 minute, like salary will calculate automatically according to the pay head defines that how you have defined the pay heads. And history of pay structure, like how you have paid to the employee and what is the breakup of the salary, and generating SIF report. Okay, so main thing is the what is payroll, and we'll see that what are the main two parts of the payroll: employee profile, department, how we can create the departments, and different salary structures which of the each of employee. One times is that like department wise that all employee have the same salary structure in the same department, or either that each and every employee have the different salary structure. MI's reporting for the payroll and the statutory norms that we'll see. Okay, how the implementation we are doing for the payroll. So for the first of all, we'll create the employee masters, then we'll create the employee group and employee master, and we'll go to the create payroll master. So it's complete structure that how we are processing for the payroll, and under the particular pay heads, or how we are defining the particular pay heads and creation of the salary part. Okay, so now we'll create like how to create the masters and all. So let me share my screen. Okay, so I hope you can see the Tally. So first of all, we have to set up the chart of account. The same thing like previously you are using for the normal things. Here you have to set up the chart of account. So in the chart of account, first of all, you have to go to create. In the create, go to the payroll. So payroll, first of all, we have to create the groups, employee groups like departments. So you have the multiple different departments. So in this case, you have to create the departments where you can go to employee, and here you can see that I have created 4 different department where you can see the accounts, admin, operations, and sales department. So I'll show you here. So it's very simple that you can create the department, and department wise salary also, as I told you that if you have the fixed salary that okay 2 people is there and both the salary is same, you can enable from the salary structure, you can define in the department wise from here. Otherwise the employee wise you can define it. So first of all you will create the groups, then second you have to create the employee. So you have the employee in the different department. Let's see this. I have created the multiple employee in the different departments. So here you can see the Abdul Hakim. If you can see, Abdul Hakim is working in the operations. So whenever you will create, here you will get the list of department. You can select that okay, and here that defines the joining date of joining date. Okay, so that here you can define that okay when this particular employee joined, and here you can provide the general information, rest do not enable other things, and here you can provide the employee information, general information. If you want to define his bank information, so bank information also you can define, and you can enable this particular feature, and here you can see the account detail and all you can define from here. You can select the branch, what is the branch, and accept it. Now here you have to define this statutory detail where you have to define that labor card number, MRS ID, and MRS ID expiry date. So these particular features you will get it. If you are not getting some other features like passport and visa detail, like contract details, so in this case you just need to press F12. In the right hand side in the bottom you can see the F12 configuration. Just click here and you can enable this particular feature. Here you can see the provide statutory detail where we have defined the MRS ID expiry and all, passport, visa. So all the things you can enable, whatever things you required you can just enable from here and accept it. So once you will define all the things that okay, so the one by one you have to create the employee. So this is the one-time job. Once you will set up the employee creation, next step which we have to create, which is unit. If unit is create, basically only on for the overtime. If you have the overtime you can create the unit in hours. Now fourth step which we have to do it, we have to create the attendance. So in the attendance we have like present, absent, overtime, sick leave, annual leave. So here we have to create it, absent, leave, normal leave. So in this you can see that while creating absent, present, there you have to select under primary, and here in the attendance type I'll show you here in the creation part. So where we are selecting the attendance, let's see I created present, okay, which is primary, and here you have to select attendance leave with pay. Attendance leave with pay you have to select here. So you can select attendance leave with pay. If it is absent, leave without pay, overtime, production. So these particular things you have to select it, accept it. Now you can come to the last step which we have. You have to create the pay heads. Okay, so you can create the pay heads, which I have already created here. So pay heads. So pay heads means that you have to create like basic salary, conveyance charges. If you have other allowance, so other allowance also you can define it. Like basic salary, you can define the basic salary, and how the basic salary for the employee, it's earning for the employee. So like if you have any deduction like canteen charges or any other charges, if you want to deduct it, then in this case you have to select deduction from employee. So this is the earning for employee, which is fixed, and this is coming under salaries and wages. And here that other detail will come automatically. Now main thing is the salary, how the salary is getting calculated. Salary is getting calculated on attendance. You can select on attendance, and here that attendance type, leave with pay, select not applicable, and here leave without pay, you have to select absent, or either here you can select present. Attendance, leave with pay, present. So if you are selecting not applicable these, then you can select absent here, leave without pay, and even you can select it. Okay. And calculation period, how you are calculating. So calculation period will be monthly. You can select month. Once you will select the month, you will get the three option: user defined calendar type, or as per calendar period. So mostly you have to select as per calendar period. If you want to define like calendar should get calculated 30 days every month, so you that also you can define it. So salary will calculate like user defined month for how many days, 30 days of the month. So that also you can define it. Like in a year, the Feb is calculating for the 28 days. So in this case, if you want to define, you can define the user defined, and you can provide the days. So once you will set up like same like convenience, I have created multiple pay heads. So here you can see the gratuity also is there. So gratuity is two type. One is limited, another one is unlimited. So the gratuity type calculation is based on the limited and unlimited contract. So you can look into it like how that unlimited calculation, unlimited gratuity means the limited and unlimited means the contract. Like you are working in the company and you have the contract in which you can see the contract is unlimited or contract is limited. So accordingly your gratuity will calculate based on the this employment. Okay, accordingly you can define it. Now the same thing you can create all the allowance, whatever the allowance is there, and you can create. So once it will be done, so this was the last step. Now we have already done the setup of the chart of account. The last step which we have remained, we have to define the salary now. So here you can see the salary, define salary option you will get in alteration. If you'll see, if we are going to creation part, you will not be able to see the define salary part. Okay, so define salary will come here in the alteration history. So here you can go to define salary and select the particular employee. One by one you can select that, okay, this Hakim, and here you can define that from which date, effective date. Like tomorrow you are giving, you have like one employee is working from so long and now you want to increase his salary. So tomorrow you can give another date here in the last, like here in the last you can go to here, you can provide from today's date if you want to define, or the like first of which we can define first of Jan. If I want to define like 2021 or 2022, you can define here, and then you can select it. So here if you want to copy that employee group, copy from employee group, copy from present value, so you can select like copy from present value. So those particular value it will copy directly. So copy from previous value, so copy from previous value, so it will get copied automatically the same. Now you can increase if you want to increase in the basic or the convenience or the telephone allowance, so that particular calculation will affect on the particular date. So like this you can define it. So once you will define, we have done with the chart of account. So one by one you have to define, and now the how we are going to calculate the payroll, and how we have to record the transaction and attendance. Go to the vouchers. Once you will go to the vouchers, you can see in the right hand side we have given all the button bar, the voucher type. Go to the other vouchers. Here just click on the other vouchers, so inactive. Once you will click so inactive, here you can see we are getting the payroll vouchers. In the last you can see the attendance. So first of all click on attendance, where you can select like I'm selecting this JS Nair. Okay, he is working like he was present for 20 days or 25 days. Okay, now accept it, or you can multiple employees, there is no problem. End of the month you can calculate multiple employees, you can select and save it. So we have recorded that, okay, this person was present for these many days. Or if you have the overtime as well, that overtime also you can define here. Like same employee, you can select again. You can select that overtime if you have the special or normal overtime, and you can define like he was present for 8 hours, which was extra, and save it. Now it's done the calculation. Like you have done the attendance, you have recorded. Now main thing, like you have to open the payroll voucher. So here you can see we have to record one payroll voucher, which you can see the control F4 you can press, or you can just go to other vouchers and click payroll. So here you can select payable or normal voucher you can select, and here you can see the autofill in the right hand side. You can see the autofill. Just click on the autofill, select the payroll autofill, salary, and for which particular period it is calculating for the 31st for the 1st Jan to 31st Jan. And here you can select for which employee, either all the employees or like group wise also, department wise also, or employee wise also you can select it. I'm selecting JS Nair employee, and here you can select salary payable. So you can see the salary is getting calculated, whatever the salary we have defined, and it is getting calculated. Okay, so previously also we have recorded some of the transactions, so that's why it is not showing the total here. But if you'll select some other employee, let's see if I'll select other employee. So basically we have already recorded with the JS Nair, or we have already recorded some of the transactions, so that's why there is some mismatch calculation in the. So here you will get the total, that how much salary is getting calculated for the particular employee or for all the employees, whatever it is. So it will getting calculated. You can see here total, you will get it. Okay, this is the total amount. And so like this you can do the auto calculation for the payroll. Now coming to the basically coming to the reporting, that how we can see the reporting part in the payroll, how we can see the MIS report, or like whatever we have defined the database, like the passport expiry, visa expiry, how we can check. So it's very simple, where you can see here the display more report. You can click on the display more report. Here you can go to payroll report. So you can see the separate reporting we have given for the payroll, where you can see the pay slip, like if you are generating any the you have already made the salary, and where you can see the pay slip, that this is the total pay slip. Okay, employee wise pay slip, you can see pay sheet for all the employees. You want to see that how the salary is getting calculated. So that particular things also you can see that, okay, how this particular salary is getting calculated for the particular person. So it is showing based on the pay heads type, whatever the pay heads is there. Second, if you'll see, which we have given attendance sheet, means monthly wise attendance. You can see here you can provide the period, and you can see the how many days he was present, absent, overtime, special overtime. Like special overtime means there was holiday and he worked on the particular day, and so it's like a special OT. Payment advice if you have done any payment, and payroll statement if you want to see like basic salary, employee wise the basic salary, how much it is for the particular employee, department wise you will get it here. Employees pay head breakup, if you want to see the employee wise pay head breakup, that you can see here, that how much is the closing balance and how it is. Pay head employee breakup, the same like previously we have seen the gratuity. So gratuity is getting calculated for all the employees based on the date of joining, and the unlimited or limited, whatever the contract type we have selected. So based on that it will getting calculated. Now SIF report, like WPS report. So from here you can export it. It will be in unreadable format because it will be like in the text file. So you can send from here and you can submit that particular reporting. So here you can see the payroll register, where you can see the total number of transactions you have recorded for the payroll. So that in which particular date, how many transactions you have recorded for the payroll and all. So you can see that the salary is getting calculated. So those particular things you will get in the payroll register, attendance register, like for how many employees you have recorded the transaction. In the Jan, we have recorded the 5 transaction for the 5 different employees. So you can see that how many attendance we have recorded. Employee profile, like we were discussing the employee profile, that how we can see that, like I want to see that, okay, JC Nair. If I'll open it, you can see the JC Nair is working sales department, employee number, the joining date, designation. If you have provided all the information, that all the information you will get it at single screen. If you want to take the printout, you can take the printout in PDF, or you can export it as well. So those particular things. Pay employee head count. So basically employee head count, you can see that how many employees is there, the new joinee, old employee, like opening balance, and the who have resigned employee. So those particular number, you can see the opening, closing, the new joinee, if you have resigned or retired employee, earning from the total employee, deduction, that how whatever the deduction is there, total amount will reflect here. You can provide the period, whatever the period, because it's showing only for the Jan. If you want, you can provide Jan to December. It will calculate. I think we do not have transaction in any other month. Expat report, which is main thing. If you'll see the expat report which we have given here, you can see the passport expiry, visa expiry, contract expiry. So these particular detail you can see here. Like this is the passport expiry, country issued, date of joining, and passport expiry date. So those particular things, employee by, you can check it. Visa expiry, if you have like visa expiry detail also, you will get it here. So the expiry, it's not like just pop up, you have to go to the particular reporting, and then you can see the reporting part, the passport, visa, and other detail. And the contract expiry, if we have any contract, when it is going to expire and all, work permit number, contract start date, like contract basis if you are working, so that those particular details also you will get it. So these are the main things which we have. If you have any query, please put in the question box panel, or put in the chat. We will take it up and will help you out to rectify those particular queries. And if you do not migrate to the Teleprime, please migrate to the Teleprime, so you can get the benefit of the latest features which we have given. Okay, so kindly explain the deduction and the salary advance. Yes, so deduction is same, like first of all you have to select that whatever the deduction is there, you have to create the pay heads. So first of all you have to create the pay heads, like any deduction if you have, you can select deduction from employee, what type of deduction is there, you can select it, and as per user define or the attendance, how the deduction will calculate, you can select, okay, this is the deduction we have. So like this, you can create the one pay head for the deduction, and after that in the salary structure, whatever the salary you have defined, like define salary, we selected all the heads, the same you have to, in the last you have to add up this deduction pay head, and deduction will happen automatically. Now if you'll see the advance, like salary advance, like advance salary which we have already created. So say advance salary, you have to select loan and advance, and then loan and advance, and save it. How this will calculate, it will be calculate on the flat rate or the user defined value, how much it is, those particular things you can define. And if you are selecting that user defined value, so in this you can see here, so in the payroll, whenever you will do the autofill, you have to mention that, okay, this is payable, and here like payroll, and here you are getting salary, here you have to select user defined. So once you will select the user defined, select the particular employee who have taken in advance, and here you can mention that staff advance, how much it is, so that particular amount you can mention and save it. So it will show in the deduction part. You will see, if I'll show you here, if any employee have taken in advance, If you need more detail, please connect us in personally. We'll help you out in terms of the sharing all the doubts, whatever you have. So let me see the pay slip. So here you can see staff advance, which is getting deducted from your salary. You can see the total amount, how much it is, gross salary, and here the deduction, after deduction, it's going 3527. So like this, it will reflect. Okay, so the key takeaway, which you have the creation of employee masters, basic and advanced pay heads, which we have created. We have seen that how we can create salary, define salary for employee, that how we can see the pay slip, pay sheet, that also gratuity and WPS reporting. Also, you have seen that how we can see the WPS report. No, Miss Geeta, we can't maintain the daily wise attendance. That if you want, that can be customized. So I think we have over the call, if I can see here, Mr. Sanket. So he will contact you personally and he will help you out in terms of any daily calculation if it is required for you. Okay. So we'll do one thing, we'll connect with you all personally and we'll understand your requirement. If you have anything or if you do not migrate to the Teleprime, please let us know. We'll help you out to migrate and if your TSS is not renewed, we'll help you out to renew your TSS as well. So if you if you need any help in terms of any reporting part or any question or any suggestion you want to give for the next session, that we can took the next session on this particular topic, then definitely we'll be happy to take. You can give your suggestion as well. So I think there is no query. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for joining today's session. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be happy to help you out for further. Till then, thank you so much for joining and be safe. Thank you.